Balatkayo. Siquijor rose from the sea like a witch's claw, its shores veiled in mist and its jungles humming with the whispers of cursed roots. The island's belit trees twisted skyward, their gnarled limbs cradling fireflies that glowed not gold, but a sickly green. At dusk, shadows pooled like ink beneath the mangroves, and the waves carried the stench of decay, a warning to outsiders. But Mateo, a man carved by vanity and vice, saw only opportunity. He arrived during the ASWANG festival, when the barrios pulsed with drumbeats that sounded too much like a predator's pulse. Locals wore masks of feathers and bone, dancing barefoot around bonfires that spat embers into the starless sky. Mateo smirked. To him, the festival was a carnival of easy prey. His wealth, a lie stitched from stolen credit cards, and his face, all sharp angles and wolfish charm, had seduced women from Manila to Boracay. Siquijor's myths meant nothing. He'd heard rumors of shapeshifters, of ASWANG who lured men with beauty and feasts. But Mateo was certain, he was the hunter. The barrio of Luyang welcomed him with two white smiles. Women draped in gauzy barot saya circled him, their laughter syrupy. Ang guwapo mo, cooed Rosa, her lips stained beetle-nut red. Her eyes gleamed like wet coal. Stay for our feast tonight. We honor the moon. Her friends giggled, their fingers brushing his arms, cold as river stones. Night fell, and the forest erupted into a bacchanal. Torchlight stained the plaza the color of rust. Tables sagged under platters of quinoa glistening with chili and vinegar, roasted pigs with crackling skin, and jugs of tuba that reeked of fermentation. But the true feast was the women, Rosa and her sisters, their hips swaying to drums that throbbed like a fever. They fed him sticky rice cakes, their fingers lingering on his mouth. You taste like sin, Rosa purred. On lust and hubris. Perfect. Mateo boasted of yachts he didn't own, of Paris and Dubai, of taking Rosa anywhere she desired. She smiled, teeth sharpening faintly in the firelight. Why wait, she whispered. Our paradise is here. The women led him to a clearing where the air thickened like soup. A bonfire roared, its flames licking a cauldron of bubbling linaga. But as Rosa embraced him, her nails dug into his back, drawing blood. He laughed, thinking it play, until the drums stopped. Silence. Then the women began to unfold. Rosa's jaw split with a wet crack, elongating into a muzzle lined with serrated fangs. Her limbs stretched, joints popping, skin sloughing off to reveal scaled flesh the color of a bruise. The others writhed, their hair melting into spines, their eyes swelling into lidless orbs. The quinoa on the table squirmed, raw fish became human fingers, still twitching. Salamat sa alimo, Rosa hissed, her voice now a guttural growl. Ang saraping mayabang na lalaki. Mateo stumbled back, but the earth itself gripped him. Roots erupted from the soil, coiling around his ankles. The ASWANG descended, their claws carving ribbons of flesh from his arms, seasoning him with his own blood. The cauldron's broth turned crimson as they tossed in his Rolex, his passport, his empty promises. Walang takas sa Siquijor, cackled one creature, now a hag with a distended belly. Ang mga Balatkayo namin, mas maganda sa iyo. They roasted him slowly, the fire beneath the cauldron stoked with cursed wood. Mateo's screams melded with the barrio's laughter. By midnight, his meat fell from the bone, tender and fragrant, served on banana leaves beside garlic rice and sinigang. The ASWANG toasted with cups of his diluted blood, their human disguises restored, sweet-faced, demure, their dresses pristine. At dawn, only bones remained, polished clean and tossed into the sea. The waves carried them to the island's blackest depths, where the sayakoy waited to gnaw the marrow. And in the barrio, Rosa smiled, wiping Mateo's grease from her lips. Sino naman kaya ang susunod?